Hey guys, what's going on? Back with another Fortnite slash Call of Duty Zombies video. And I'm going to start with the Fortnite side or section of the Easter egg first. But before I go any further, I just want to mention that I kind of believe or hope that I have a good rapport with Call of Duty Studios and the devs, and kind of also Fortnite and their devs. So I'm not meaning this Easter egg or this video isn't meant to kind of create any drama because there are a lot of Easter eggs that I saw. Some of it I kind of keep to myself because I know some other YouTubers, if they see it, or some people from the Call of Duty community, might kind of create drama out of it. So a lot of them I kind of keep to myself. I don't know if that's maybe because I overthink it too much and think that it's going to create a lot of drama, but it probably, this Easter egg, I'm hoping or I believe that it's gonna be kind of like a fun little, almost like a, I don't want to say like a prank, but if it was an Easter egg about me, I probably would not be upset. But I can see how some people might blow it out of proportion. Again, it's gonna involve one of the ex Call of Duty devs. His name was Lee Ross, and you probably know that by the title. So I'm going to move further, but again, I just want to kind of really stress the importance of this is meant as a kind of cool little Easter egg. Wow, this is pretty awesome. And it's also meant to open the eyes of maybe Call of Duty Zombies YouTubers, because I've said this for a couple years now. They've missed so many Easter eggs, and something about the visual Easter eggs, they just can't see it, make the connection. And I'll admit even this that I've missed a few times already because I have been playing Chapter 2, Season 7. And to finally see this, I believe it was like yesterday, I'm like, wow, that's so crazy. And I said that so many times already. The Easter eggs that some of these devs put in the games are so clever. I'm like, wow, I've been staring at that for so long, and I can't believe I've missed it the whole time. But it's the most clever thing, assuming that it is an Easter egg, which I'm probably going to convince you. And sometimes I say I don't need convincing for myself. Like, I know this is an Easter egg, and I think it's the coolest thing in the world. And the devs kind of like are all, I guess, really good friends. So I think it's a cool Easter egg, and hopefully I'm right that they're just really good friends. And they do stuff like this for each other. Again, Fortnite, we're in Chapter 2, Season 7, and the theme are alien invasions, flying saucers, aliens, everything kind of like 80s, not really 80s, but aliens, uh, all 80s, like, not 80s, like alien themed. So you'll see like some of the aliens and stuff like that are in the game, and some of them you have to kill, and they drop certain times of the map and game and stuff like that. I'm not gonna go too much um, into the kind of ins and outs of season 7, but just to kind of show you the visual aspects and stuff like that. So you'll see inside the middle of the map, there's a giant flying saucer, kind of almost mimicking the movie Independence Day. So that's another thing. And something else I do want to point out is when devs do Easter eggs or themes for the season, it's layers upon layers upon layers upon layers. Unfortunately, speaking on the Call of Duty side, the YouTubers, they only scratch maybe the first one or two layers, but there might be like 20 other layers below that that they kind of miss. So people automatically are going to see Independence Day, maybe some other alien movies and stuff like that. But there's going to be some deeper Easter eggs in there that I'm going to show you. Again, there's a battle bus, and the big alien mothership is just floating in space, in the air above the map, and some smaller flying saucers, I believe, come down or out of that and stuff like that. Not necessarily Easter egg itself, but if you're on the Call of Duty side, maybe you'll start seeing connections. Again, the big alien ship that's in the middle of the the map for season 7. It doesn't really do anything except I think maybe, like I said, some maybe flying saucers come out of it, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it shoots or anything like that. There were a couple cutscenes where it's shooting and destroying the map and stuff like that. Um, so again, this is me jumping out of the battle bus, and you can see the storm kind of covering it, and it's just kind of peeking out. So that was kind of the Fortnite side. So you see the alien ship and stuff like that. So now here's the Call of Duty side. So either now you're gonna, if you're a Call of Duty fan, you're gonna start seeing stuff that you're familiar with. So in 2017, Infinity Ward created a game called Infinite Warfare, and their zombies mode was called, I guess, basically IW Zombies. The first map, as you'll see on the left, it goes Zombies in Spaceland, Raven Redwoods, Shaolin Shuffle, Attack of the Radioactive Thing, and The Beast from Beyond. So those were the DLC maps that you got. The first one on disc was Zombies in Spaceland. And you'll see, actually, I'll go over some things real quickly. The idea of the map, or the zombies mode, was there was a movie director, which another thing in Fortnite Season 7, I do see some movie cameras around the map, so I'm hoping, and I don't want to, again, go into too much drama, but there's people who loved Willard Wyler IW Zombies, and then Call of Duty just stopped it because certain people in the Call of Duty community didn't like it. And I know they're probably big content creators and they have a voice and stuff like that. So if they don't like it for whatever reason, most of the time Call of Duty is just going to scrap it because they kind of have to go by the biggest fish in the pond, so to speak. So anyways, the mode is themed around a movie theater and a movie director, Willard Wyler. He captures people and puts them into his movies. The movies end up being like real life stuff. So I'm hoping maybe that stuff is kind of wrapping up in Fortnite Chapter 2. I hope that it is maybe some movie director that's behind the whole thing. That would be really, really cool. Don't exactly know if Willard Wyler is supposed to mimic Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, because that might be a little Easter egg in itself. Because something with Charlie, and because there's like a lore that the kids are the ones that are in the chocolate. That's why Willy Wonka's chocolate sold so well, because in a couple of scenes the kids get captured. So there might be some parallel. I'm not saying I agree to that theory, but it does kind of parallel each other very nicely. That some of the kids, I don't know at the end if you actually just end up seeing the kids, but I think some of the kids get um, lost or into the machines, like maybe get roped into the candy, and that's maybe why the candy tastes so good. Apparently, I don't know. That's a side little story. So, anyways, again, back to IW Zombies. It's called Zombies in Spaceland. It takes place in the 80s. And this is what the map looks like. It's a big giant theme parks themed around space. There's a flying saucer in the map on side of one of the buildings, and you end up finding aliens. I probably should have included that part, but I probably wasn't thinking ahead. So there's aliens are the final boss that you fight. They kind of hop around the map and you have to kill them. And then they end up dropping, I think, a fuse, and then you put the fuse into the machine and you can pack a punch your gun, if I'm remembering all that correctly. So again, it's called Zombies in Spaceland. It's a UFO alien flying saucer theme. Whoops. Um, Here's just part of the map again. That's one of the aliens, I believe, that's on the map. So with all that being said, you're probably going to start seeing the connection. If you're a Fortnite fan and you've played Chapter 2, Season 7, you might not know who this is. So this is Lee Ross. He was the director of the Zombies mode, and he created Zombies in Spaceland and all the other IW Zombies games maps for that game. And this is another picture of him that I believe was on his Twitter. So just take note of his hair, how his hair is like kind of curly. And this is probably a few years ago, but his hair is pretty curly and stuff like that. So keep in mind, he was actually the director himself of Zombies. Really quickly, he worked at IW Infinity Ward, went to Treyarch to work on Zombies there for a couple years, and then ended up leaving Treyarch as it is. So here's the big reveal. So the main theme or person, or the highest skin I believe that you can unlock, is this girl with the same exact hair as Lee Ross, and the whole theme is, not zombies, but aliens and spacecrafts and UFOs. kind of in a way turning Fortnite into Spaceland itself. Hopefully, like I said, and I would just, before I go any further, just want to point out again, I really appreciate when other studios continue the work for Call of Duty, because um, the studios and the devs at Call of Duty don't get really much support from their content creators. And I think this would be a good way for it to show that people do love the games and maps on Call of Duty. And even if you continue it, you're always gonna bring joy to other people. So this will be pretty cool to show that Zombies in Spaceland, if it had continued last year, it probably would have been like a cool little continuation. So it's cool to see other studios continue others studios work. It's pretty cool. Again, this is the loading screen, and that's her. I'm assuming it's a girl. It is. So, like I said, I'm hoping people don't create drama because it's a girl. I think it's a funny, cool Easter egg, and I love that the devs do that for each other. If I happen to be a dev and they did something like that for me, I would just laugh and enjoy it. I think it's the coolest thing, and then it brings light to Spaceland Zombies, or Zombies in Spaceland, how great of a map and the maps were. I just think it's pretty amazing. Again, so this is the character. Her name is Dr. Sloan. I don't see any Lee Ross connection. If maybe the name was like an anagram or anything like that. Um, but I don't see anything in the name as far as being Lee Ross. But I don't. They don't really. You know what? That's something that probably Epic Games should eventually do, is give the characters like a backstory, name, a little history. Maybe you can unlock some intel, kind of what they're doing in Cold War right now, where you unlock intel, you can learn more about Dr. Sloan. Unless I'm missing it, I don't play Fortnite honestly as much as I probably should. Again, this is her. She is like the main theme of the. Unless it's some, I don't think it's anything like Stranger Things related, unless I'm missing something. But it looks like to me it's more like a Lee Ross, Zombies in Spaceland, UFOs, Alien connection, which I think is pretty awesome. The hair is so funny, the way that they eventually ended up doing that. I'm hoping this is something good that they get a chuckle out of. I really hope for my own um, reputation that it's nothing bad. I hope that it's just a good laugh that they all get, maybe as friends, maybe as like a best friend that works at Epic Games, and they're like, "Hey, I'm gonna put you in the season, put your Zombies in Spaceland, um, in the game." Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. Went a little bit longer than I probably should have. Again, I hope you guys enjoy it, and there's a ton of stuff like this in a couple of the games. I just hope people start looking and making connections. I just think it's pretty awesome. Even the colors are pretty much the same colors. Anyways, I'll see you guys later.